Hello, folks, and welcome back to Mindustry. In our last one, we took care of Windswept Island, which I was super excited about. I was really worried and got to do some new stuff. We also unlocked a whole bunch of new tech. I'm not sure what we can do with all that tech yet, but we got some higher speed conduits for water stuff. We got some faster pumps that can do things. We have a liquid tank, which I don't know what that does yet. And we also got a new Navy ship here, which fires homing torpedoes, but also repairs allied units. So I'm excited about those things. I don't think there was anything else that we have to worry about. A lot of our stuff seems to have, once we get to the biomass synthesis facility, we have a lot of stuff that gets unlocked at that. Ooh, we have one over here. That's the extraction outpost. And then we have some other ones we have not unlocked yet. So that's all well and good. Taking a look around here, we still have our biomass. We hopefully maybe unlocked one other thing. Maybe not. Maybe that's what we have to do next before we can unlock any of these other guys. So that one's locked. That one's locked. That one there is our extraction outpost. That's locked. We need to capture stained mountains before we can do that. Salt flats, we need to have a additive reconstructor, whatever that is. There's our tar fields. There's a lot of stuff on here, but really looks like we need to get the biomass synthesis before we can do a whole lot of anything on here. Because we have a whole lot of locked things, like this one here, overgrowth. We need to get all of these things before we can do anything. So I'm not really sure where we're going to go at this point. I don't want to go to this one quite yet. I think I want to just kind of enjoy and take a look at some of these real fast. I'm not going to go back to 104. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this guy. He's smaller. Look at all these hexes, and then there's this little smaller hex. Let's go in there and see what's up. So we'll launch into that. We'll max everything out. We have insufficient resources. Okay, so let's just go into a place that we know we have lots of resources. Where are we at here? Ground zero. One of these guys. This one I think has lots of resources. So we'll go over here. Yeah, we got lots of resources flowing into that one. And then from here, we can go out to our planet map and hopefully launch over to... Where was it? I need like hotkeys or something to be able to jump in. We're going to go to the number 2 here and launch. We'll max everything out. Can we just go with this? Okay. We're just going to go with the smaller one. I'm not super worried about that. So we will launch. Here we go. Whee! And then we're immediately going to pause here. All right. So we have a large ocean set up around this area, which is nice. And also the ocean doesn't get super close to things that we have to worry about. So we could probably, if we need to, build a small navy right there, and that will take care of any of that because there's no navy coming on this side. Over here, this looks like a large land-based area. Oh, wow. We have a lot of resources, not per se good resources, but we have a lot of resources there. And then if we continue farther down, okay, that's our enemy place. Let's take a look here. Oh, I didn't pause that. Oops. Okay, so our enemy can come up all the way up through here without really any way of being stopped and get up to this area. So we're going to need to make sure we fortify this area here with some good land defenses. And judging by this, they're not going to come up land this way. So that's going to be water. If they come water, they'll come up this way, which is a pretty long trip. I think we should be able to block out any of the land attacks. Just block that up right there and take care of that. And then air attacks, we'll probably build something around here and make a big line of stuff over there. We don't have a ton of resources to begin with because we didn't have the larger setup for that. So we're going to go in and try to get as many of our basic resources set up here to begin production on just a few of our needed items. And then we'll figure out the next round of stuff after that. So that's going to be our setup for, I think, the beginning of this. So we'll go up and we'll get all of this stuff taken care of. And can I run that? No, of course I can't run it straight into the core like I want. We'll do that. And we're just going to build up some capacity to have some extra stuff because we don't have a whole lot of it right now. And there's not honestly a lot of resources in for anything on this one, so we'll deal with that as it comes. But let's go in and build our defensive wall right here. We'll use the bigger walls. We'll get that set going like so. And then we can build on some stuff to have defensively. And I know I shouldn't use duos, especially after the success of last time, but right now we're a little short on resources, and I really just want to build something that's cheap and easy. And duos are where it's at for cheap and easy. So I'll get these going in there. We'll do something like that. And we have at least the land area mostly taken care of. It's not going to be perfect, but it's fine. We also don't have a way of generating power at all in this one. So actually a lot of the resources or things that we have here, we can't do anything with because we don't have titanium. We don't have a way of getting titanium. We're kind of stuck as far as that goes. So our next step here, we'll probably have to build some duos around here just to guard against any sea attacks. But before we do that, I do want to build some air defenses and get those set up. So let's get those parts set up here so we can at least get the initial wave of everything set for those. And I'm not even going to bother putting on a whole bunch of resources for that. I'm just going to cancel those guys there. And we're just going to put in our scatters there, and we'll put another round up there, maybe another round over there. I'm not trying to build a massive area of that stuff right now. We're just trying to survive the initial round of whatever may be coming for us. So let's just focus on a few of our very basic structures. And we're also going to pray that there's no Navy stuff coming our way. Because we can't even build graphite in this. We can't build silicon. This is a really poor map as far as being able to do stuff. Even power production, we can't do squat right now. Because we just don't have the ability to generate any of that stuff with the resources that we have. Alright, so we got our ammo for those guys. We have ammo there. These are flying in. They're loaded up. And we're going to have some type of setup for this to get our duos that we'll eventually have to have up here just in case. I don't think they're going to have anything that comes that way. But just in case they do, we do need to make sure we have that. And I also do think I want to have a sorter of something over here to... let's see what we have here. So we're just going to add some little routers in there. And then we can add a couple of these like so. And just have those dump into there. Same with this. And we'll see what comes our way. I don't really know what to expect in this one. We don't really have the ability to do much of anything on this one. So we'll figure out what's going to happen here. Here comes our first round of bad guys. Please don't be Navy. It's absolutely going to be Navy, isn't it? Yep, of course it is. Alright, so we have that. Okay, so we can set up a little defensive perimeter there. We're going to have to protect that area. Oh, this is going to be super long. Oh my. Okay. So this is not going to be good for us. Let's pause this real fast. Scorch. What do we need for that? Okay, we don't have coal or that. How about a hail? What can we put in there? We don't have any of that. Okay, so we're kind of screwed. Let's go over here and just try to make their lives as miserable as possible as they come to attack us. Because that's pretty much all we have options for right now. So we're just going to make this big line of stuff. And we're just going to develop just rows of equipment there. Why do I do this to myself? Why didn't I just go to the biomass, just deal with that, where we probably have good resources, can probably deal with all of their shenanigans without much problem. But no, I had to go and do this one, which thought it looked cool because it was just this little thing that wasn't going to be a big deal, and it's going to wind up ending the game for me. So we have those. We are loaded up on these, so these all have full ammo. Okay, so my duos here still don't even have full ammo, so that's a problem. Okay, we're starting to get that problem solved. And build some walls in front of these bad boys too. Not that that's going to do anything at all, but... Oh no, we have a sector under attack. So let's go over and see what's under attack. 41, where are you? Oh my god! We have multiple things under attack. So let's go into this one and pause that real fast. This one is continually under attack. I don't know why, but they really like to attack this one. With some upgraded units here. Oh, I do have some titanium. Did we started doing something in this one, didn't we? Or am I making that up? This is the one, yeah, we went and did steam generation. And did we do the breaking apart of the scrap here? Because we have tons of scrap that we can do that with. I think we did. Yeah, we have this whole area over here. Oh yeah, see? We started breaking apart the scrap. So let's go back over here. We need to address this concern here, but let's see if we can add on a couple more of these separators here real fast. So they're in our factory. Nope, nope, nope. Separator, 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 separator. Oh, we need more titanium for that. Awesome. So we need to wait to get our titanium delivered over there. Let's see if we can speed that process up a whole bunch. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to route this so that it doesn't cause problems for us. So I think I'm going to have it go through like that. And then we can have it loop back over. We'll do something like that. We'll have it go over here. And then this whole area, oh, we can't do that because it's going to give us sand where we don't want sand. It's always no fun when that happens. And then we'll bring it back up here. And I guess we're going to have it dump onto both these belts. So, no, see, they're already dumping on there like I don't want them to, but that's fine. Don't want that to happen. So let's just have that go up, over, and then back down. We'll get rid of those. And then you're going to just dump onto that belt. And we're also going to have it dump over here onto this belt. And we have all of this equipment flying through there, but titanium is one of the things that we have. So once we get more of that, we'll be able to build more of these and get more titanium, which is awesome. And let's see what they have in store for us here right now. Oh my goodness. You guys keep stepping up the amount of stuff that you want to play with here, huh? Wow. Okay. So we'll just go over and hit B for build. Got all that back. We are going through. We have our titanium slowly making its way through. I guess what they have with the incinerators is you could do sorters and you can just sort out and say, hey, I only want titanium to come. Because this is just a joke here as far as all of this stuff. But we do need to have a way to get all this. I think I might actually remove a whole bunch of that. And then maybe, instead of how it's set up right now, we can bring it across. Even if we have to bring it through this really circuitous route. We can have that, and then we can get rid of this little junction here. We don't need that. We'll just have it go straight up. So that's a whole mess of stuff that's going through there, but at least it's going to be consistently delivering items to us. Our next wave is on its way. We have some air power that gets knocked out pretty quick. Some stronger air stuff that's coming in there. Coming in hot. And then we have, I don't know what this does. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so these are all scorches. I don't think I want to have those here anymore. I don't think that's a good idea for us. They're just causing lots of damage and such for us there. I don't think that's a game that I want to play, especially as it looks like we kind of have bomber type things coming in. So we need something to defend against air better. And we don't really have good options. We have parallax, but we need more titanium for that. So we're just going to deal with that right now. And we will add on. We have enough for another separator right here. And then we just need a liquid router thingy to go on to that one. And then we can go and add that belt on like so and have that pop up. Alright, so that should increase our value of those things. Let's go in here. Oh, I guess I should rebuild all of that. Do we have anything down here? Nope, all that's fine. We just have obscene amounts of stuff for this one. Alright, and you can see that we are flowing through lots of resources here, which is nice. The other thing I eventually want to do is replace these belts with faster belts, but we need to have a heck of a lot more titanium for that in order to really just generate what we want for that. I could throw some of it onto this belt as well, because this belt is not being filled up with all of the stuff there. So I could throw on another, or I could try to reroute this back down here if I wanted to as well. Maybe have it come over and down. Let's try that. And we'll just have this line kind of fill up a little bit more. And these things, oh, that's why I had those. Okay. I was trying to figure out why I had all of that like so, but now it makes more sense. Okay, we have our bad guys coming. Wow. There's some stuff happening there. Some basic stuff over here. I think we're going to just set up a little... Let's see. So over here we have a silicon factory. And what's your problem? What do you need? Why are you a problem? We have 16 of those built. Where are they? I really need to remember how to control these things. I don't remember how to do that. I'm going to pause this very quickly. We still have a minute here. I need to go into the other planet map and take a look at this one. We're under attack here as well. Let's just see how well we are surviving all of this. So there's massive lines of stuff going through there. We can see that they are starting to get through some of our defenses. So just rebuild those really quickly here. I think we'll be okay there. And up here they haven't touched, so that's cool. And then we can maybe just... Nope, we don't have any titanium. It doesn't look like we have a way of doing it to get more of those things, but that's fine. Alright, so that's fine. We're going to pause that. We're going to head back around. Okay, we have our sectors there. Now let's go to number 2 and go to that and see... Okay, we're actively building. Alright, we have those. We're going to get our next round of stuff in here. Our core has lost some health, which doesn't make me feel great, but it's what it is right now. And we at least have some of this stuff that we can hopefully use to... I regret so many of the decisions I've made already in this. This was not a good idea to go to this one, but that's okay. We'll address it. We'll figure it out. So we have that. I would like to put some air defenses up around this area, just in case we have to deal with anything like that. So alright, that's going to be our really super basic defensive system here. We're still working on getting ammo for lots of our stuff here, but that's fine. And then I might put another air one over here and over here. And we have one right down there. That's okay. So goes down to the bottom of that. These guys, when built, will probably come pretty close to that. And we have some stuff already being built for those. Now what I really need to do is get some really long belt runs to run a whole bunch of stuff back here, but it's going to take a little while to afford that. Let's see what we have coming our way. So we have another Navy ship, it looks like, coming down from over here. Yep, there you are. I might want to put some type of defensive system over there, although it doesn't seem like they're going that way. Don't like that you're attacking me right there. Okay, so that's better. We need to provide some defenses over in this area. So we'll get some routers. Well, actually, we can just put duos right in line with those. They don't need to have anything special. And then all right here, we'll put some duos as well. And some routers. Load these bad boys up with some ammo. And hopefully be ready for next round here pretty quick. This guy is running out of health. He's not super good, but we're doing okay. Let's pause this. We'll go back into our sectors. These guys are... Okay, I thought they were all not red for a second. So let's go back into 41. This was the one that was the most heavily under attack. We go to B for rebuild. There's nothing there, so it looks like we're surviving all right for this. And we do have some more of our titanium. So I'm just going to see if we can use that to kind of expedite our setup here. Because if we can just have this stuff fly through, that would be awesome. And I can get rid of this giant loop here that makes no sense. Alright, then I need to have this cross back over. This needs to cross over that one. That needs to cross over there. I think this originally was also going to cross over that. Maybe. I don't remember. Alright, let's go through and make some bad decisions. Alright, we just need to wait a little longer for our titanium, but you can see that we are... Oh, jeez. Okay. We have a little blockade down here of stuff we didn't build properly. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I totally forgot that, like, when you cross these over, it screws everything up. Okay, we have those. That looks like it's all fixed now. This one we need to fix as well. So that needs to come up and over. Alright. Oh, this guy needs to head out this way. And then we should be able to feed those, no problem. Okay. I think we fixed all of our problems with crossing so far. We still have more to do, but we're almost in the home stretch here. So I'm just going to build on that home stretch. We'll do that, and then we just have to have that one come over. And why is there nothing coming down this way? That's why, because I don't have it connected. So we'll do that. And now all of this stuff is flying through here without issue. So what that means is I'm going to be able to add more of these. These are producing slag at a tremendous rate. We'll be able to go in and add on more melters. Nope, not melters. Where are they at? Separators. That's what I wanted. So I'm going to add on 1, 2 of those. We'll add on another router right there. And then we should be able to take that stuff coming out of there and have it be part of all of this. And there we go. Okay. And we might want to put on some menders down here as well, because these guys are getting beat up pretty good. Then we have the super mender that needs titanium, but that's good. Okay, so let's see. We got these big crawly things. We got these. Ooh, we're getting more attack ships coming in. Not worried about you guys. You suck. Much more worried about you. They destroyed me. And oh my. They really went to town on that area. What is it about this sector that they really just want to destroy? I don't get it. Okay. So all of that is there. We're restoring all of those pieces. We are producing titanium. It's not coming fast, but it's coming. Oh, look at this. We're actually run out of slag. And it's because we have unstable power. Why is that? We should have more than enough power to do all of the things. Let's see what we got here. So we're producing over 1,000 power per second. But you guys are struggling with your power. So let's go in here and do a large power node and just try to supply these with some better, more direct power lines. These are going to be like our high voltage, ready to rock and roll lines. And I don't know why they don't want to connect, but that's cool. We're good there. We have that. We have that. And maybe we'll throw on a couple large batteries back over here where they're not going to really get impacted by anything. Alright. We have that. They are filling up with their power. These guys over here are all sort of protected. And here we go. they really seem to want to focus right on that area right there for whatever reason. That's just where they've been setting up. So let's throw in another small layer there. Rebuild anything in these areas. Seems like we're pretty good. And we're actually running into an issue where we don't have slag here. So I'm thinking what we can do is... Where are we at here? Go to our factory stuff. We'll put in some melters on this side. And my thought process here is that we can run stuff right there. And I guess I need to provide power. It's like we were seeing in HD all of a sudden. This has power. It's not... It's lacking... Okay. What I think I'm going to do instead of that... This whole area's slag is not being used. So what I'm going to do instead is going to run that over. So we'll build on some melters like up here. And then I can run some piping from that directly into there. Get some routers. And we'll do something like that. And I guess I need another power node here. So we don't have a huge stable supply of slag, but hopefully it's going to be getting better. You can see that we're pumping out a little bit more stuff here. I'm trying to take the fire away from these guys. Oh my, that's crazy. Okay, so when the batteries go, we're not going to build batteries there. It's not going to work. It's a bad idea. I regret that decision. So instead, we're just going to run scatters all the way up here. We will run these guys up here. We will rebuild our nodes. And then we'll have routers set for all of these. Even if I put extra ones in, it's okay. And those can take graphite stuff, right? That's cool with them, right? Nope, it's not. So that's not going to work for their defense. Maybe that's why they're getting through there, because they don't have any actual ammo. So let's fix that issue. We're going to tap off of this line here and then come on down and feed all of those. All of that is coming from this area right here. And hopefully we'll be able to stock those up pretty quickly, get them the ammo that they need. And we'll be ready to roll here. And we can see this is working out wonderfully. We have actually stopped this line with how much we're producing, although... Oh, there's a bottleneck right there. Okay. So that should clear up that, and we should be able to fling out all that extra stuff here pretty quickly. You can see that they're trying a new tactic. They came in farther south that time, the meaner ships. So we're gonna just bolster this area up with some additional stuff. Throw on some more of our routers to make sure they get everything they need to function. And all of this lead production, where is that going? Okay, that's going down there to produce pyrite to do something. I don't know what it's doing. We could easily steal some of that to come out to other places. And now all of that is cleared up as well, so that makes me feel better. They're not wanting for anything. Nope, they have a good supply of slag. And let's build on these last few areas that we want to have back. And let's bring on that next wave. So you can see they didn't even really try to stop. Like they're trying to get to these batteries, I think, is their goal right now. And I don't want to build a whole bunch of defensive systems around those, because if they catch fire, batteries on fire is not a good thing. I don't know a lot, but I do know that. So we're not going to deal with that potential issue. Let's get some basic routers in here for those. And we really need to have, I think I'm going to steal some of this iron. We're going to have, instead of this stuff going there, we're going to have that come over and support our setup down this way. Because we are in desperate need of some more supply there. We are producing lots of power. Everything is looking good as far as that's concerned. We have plenty of water. We're producing plenty of power. Let's add even more lead production here. Again, I'm sorry if I keep saying iron. It's just in my brain that it's iron and not lead. So if I say it, it's just my bad. I apologize. And these are going to be some ugly conveyor belts. I apologize as well for that, but we need to have the production here. So let's see here. Have it run over one more spot. And then we'll bring it up into there. And we should be able to at least start filling these belts up. You can see that we're definitely having a lot more success with getting those filled. And we will continue to do that because we're going to have just scatter city along here. So they're not making it much farther past that, which is fine with me. Load up our stuff there. And we're going to have a little shortage of iron or lead here for a second as it spreads out throughout the system. And we refill ammo on all of this. But most of these are pretty full on ammo. Like even at the end of the line here, they're pretty full. Our beginning ones these are all now full as well. So we'll give a second for the lead to get spread out through the rest of the wall here. And then we'll be, I think, in good shape. But if you take a look, we're up to 515 titanium. And everything else we're producing in great numbers. So I'm pretty happy about that. This is just a lot of coal production to produce all the stuff that we need to do for that. But I'm pretty happy with all of the things we're getting out of that. So let's go into the next one. We still have a lot to do on this, but we need to start kind of going through and knocking out what we came here for, which was not this. Wow, those things just get absolutely obliterated right out of the gate. I'm okay if I have to rebuild those each time. They're not important to what we're doing. There really is no reason to have those there other than if those big crawler things decide they want to come down. What I could also do is just let's get stupid. All right, so we're going to do, let's just do something like this. And then we'll just build a whole bunch of scatters going straight down. This is probably the worst idea I've ever had in this game. I'm building out here. I'm going to encourage basically the big walker guys to come down this way where I have no real defense against them. So I'm going to have to bring out a lancer here, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. And we can afford it right now because we do have the titanium to do it, so that's good. What I really should do is bring a parallax. Parallax is what, it's like a tractor beam, right? Yeah. So if I had one of those put out here, let's see, if I have like a line of those, can I do that? Then put in a large power node like that. And then I can put in one of these guys here like that to fix all of that. It's not my best idea, but it's also not my worst. Let's see what happens when we do that. So we're going to bring that wave in. So those guys are staying up north. They're going a little farther up than what they normally do. So they're getting tracked in there. Didn't really change anything for the most part with our stuff. So that's fine. I'm okay with everything that transpired there. We got a little bit of damage back here, but that's easy enough to fix. And why are we shut down here again? We were doing so good. I think we just might not be feeding enough of our stuff in there. Slag is lacking. That's okay. We'll figure that out a little later. Looking at the pipes, it's only that. Alright, whatever. We can fix that problem later. So we have plenty of resources to do so. But let's bring in the next round here and see what we got. So this seems to be very much more of the same. Getting a little less damage on those. Overall, we're really not taking a whole bunch of damage through that. Our power system is more than able to sustain all of that. So let's go in here and parallax it up. They require a tremendous amount of titanium. I didn't really quite realize that they were 90 each, so we're going to run out of stuff here. I'm going to pause really quickly, go over to our planet map. We're going to go over to 2 and see how we're doing over there. Okay, that's still paused where we were, so we didn't lose any of our progress there. I'm going to pause that. We'll head back over to 220. See how we're doing there. So we have a little bit of damage over on this area here. We'll fix that up. And I mean, there's not a lot to say about this right now. We have pretty much everything we need to have on this one. I mean, there's stuff pumping through here. I guess what we could do is we have enough metaglass and our silicon stuff that we could produce an air force if we wanted to, or ground troops or whatever. Oh, we've already done that. Never mind. They're all there. I just don't know how to control them. I'm going to have to look that up because it's starting to annoy me greatly. And then this area up here is fine. So let's, we only have 2 more waves here. These guys are just not a threat at all to us. Those guys, on the other hand, are a threat to us. They are getting much farther than they should or need to. So let's rebuild all of that. And what do we have ground-wise that can be a problem for them? So we have that. If we were to take maybe this section here, how much time do we have? Okay. let's do something like this. So we have this. Let's instead, can we have an output down here as well? Yes, we can. I have a bad idea. So we're going to bring this up and over here. And what I don't like about this is pyrite likes to catch fire and cause problems. But at the same time, scorches, from what I've seen, are tremendously powerful for the amount of stuff they use. So what I'm thinking here is that we can remove, let's say, this group here. So they're just going to totally go away. I guess I could have left the that area there. Okay. So we're going to put these in, but instead of those, we're going to have scorches. So let me pause this real fast. So we have hails there, or scorch, yep. And real quick, what do the hails do? Do they need... So we can put those in as well. So if we put a couple of hails in there, and we put a bunch of scorches here, their biggest problem is they don't have a big range. The hails are much bigger. And our other problem is that we don't have... Oh, we are getting it, so we have not a lot of time, but we do have to hurry up and get these things up here. I wish we had some faster things to do that with, but we just don't right now. So that's generating its thing. Let's see what we have coming for us. Oh no, we have some ships coming in here too? Come on guys, knock them out, knock them out, knock them out. Okay, we've somehow we've secured that sector. Oh my goodness. We'll rebuild all of that stuff. All of you guys are fine. We'll rebuild all of this. And this sector is back under control with some slightly larger range weapons that we have there. I think eventually we're going to replace all of this so that we have pyrite to control all of that. But we need to significantly update our pyrite production over on this side of things. I just hate... It's hard because they require so much. In comparison to everything else, they require a lot of work. So let's just connect this back up here. This is a complete and total waste, so I'm just going to take away that one. So everything is just outputting to there. And then this area here can just kind of go back and exist with that. But I was not expecting to have two sectors come under fire quite that quickly during the middle of that. That was extra fun. And then we have to go back and finish our original fight and also finish our other sector that is under attack and has been on... It's our most popular sector for whatever reason. It's just been bombarded with stuff on a fairly regular basis. So I'm just getting rid of all that. Remember when I had the plan all the way back long ago when I wanted to bring the pyrite back to the core for some reason and just have it there just because? Yeah, that didn't work out. And that's okay. So we have a monster amount of this stuff flowing up here now. And we are already backing up those belts. So that's a good thing. We can go through and do that. Set a unit's factory block while command mode. Then right click on a location to produce and it'll automatically move there. So how do I do command mode? Click a factory block while in command mode, then right click on a location. So I don't know what that means. We'll figure it out later. All right. I'm going to quickly just remove the belts we no longer need. And we've already filled that up, so that's good. Okay. So let's go back out to our planet map. We survived that. Let's take a look here at our next one here. We're building a whole bunch of parallaxes. That's right. I forgot about that. And we're preparing. We have only 2 more rounds to go through, but hopefully they're not massive ones. So let's see what we have. We have some time to kind of burn for this one, but let's just hit the button. It's more fun that way. All right, so we have 3 of those stupid things coming in. Let's just try to rebuild that. Look at these parallaxes. Oh my, they just pulled those ships right in. I love it. And those ships are not interested at all in the parallaxes overall. That's kind of exciting. And we lost only 1 of these. Some of these sustain some damage, which is not a big deal, because we have some menders that we can put in here, once I find the right button, that we can use to help out our dudes. And then we can just put on one of those, and now we're mending. We'll fix these guys up. And look at this. Look at us. Oh, we also have this area right there, which for some reason keeps getting destroyed. I don't know why they keep focusing on that one, but they do. All right, let's go in here. Get this. All right, that's 3. Watch what happens with these guys. They get sucked in and shoom. So again, they're not making it super far in here. They are causing some damage, but it's nothing bananas. And for some reason, they're getting far back on that. I don't know where they're shooting with those things, but they're getting pretty far back with those. I could consider putting some, I don't know. We did play with some of these other guys out here before, so these guys can use graphite. We do have that resource right there available to us. It's all the way down here. It goes up. Oh, it comes all the way over here. So if we wanted to, we could put some of that. We could easily feed that up through here and go bananas if we wanted to. I'm not going to do that. I think that's overkill, but it's an option if we wanted to. Ah! We keep surviving. We have to do a lot of maintenance work to make sure that this whole area keeps functioning, but it's not like a crazy amount of work. And we just need to replenish some of our ammo with some of the stuff, but it's not bananas by any means. We're getting everything fed in here. All of that is functioning the way I want it to. And what I could do, I think, is probably just pull out like something here and have it just go straight through and put in a whole bunch more air defense there. I'm not going to do that, but I could. So let's go in here. We are on round 60, or wave 60. We have an obscene number of bad guys, but let's take a look. I want to see what happens down here, how we're getting... Okay, so these are the guys that are getting a little farther. They're getting some penetration in there, because there's not really super great air defense there. Alright, we've recaptured their sector. Let's just make sure everybody has all of the things they need. Alright, and now we've captured or defended 2 of our sectors, so let's head back out to our planet map and head back to our 1 area that's under there, number 2. We are still... Oh, we're making it through what we need to do here. Seems like we're surviving all right. We have air defenses up here. I deeply regret this level. It's just a dumb level. All right, and ooh. We had some ground attacks happen. So let's rebuild all of that stuff. And we'll add on some additional defenses to the best of our ability there. Have that. We might want to put on another row of that stuff back here. So we'll add on some routers going across there. And then another round here. So that should stop most of that terribleness from coming through. We have this belt going here. Whatever. I should just really build this area over down here. I should make a massive thing to pull up some stuff here. But it looks like we're already maxing out that belt, and I don't really want to spend more time on this. I'm just going to want to get this level over with, quite honestly. So let's see what we're dealing with. Alright, so we have some air guys. Oh, you're going to stop and fight me? That's fine. We can fight. We have some boats. I don't know what those boats are. What are they? That's interesting. Look at them. They're like shooting little laser things out. Alright, we'll rebuild those. We have all of that ready to roll. How far out can we build these? Like, okay, so they can only go on the shallower areas. Okay, good to know. I'm just going to keep building them up. Especially that we have the resources to do it. Why not? Let's just get stupid with this and just put on obscene numbers of everything. Our core has suffered some damage, but there's really not a way to prevent that. We're really close to the water, and there's some significant challenges with this. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so we have some faster boats. We have some air attacks, guys. Come here, guys. Pay attention to me. No, don't go over there. Just come with me. Okay, those guys went down pretty easy. Let's see what these guys do. Alright, they face firepower all the way through. These guys seem like they have to get pretty close to do stuff. Alright, and now we have our sector captured. We are done. We've completed this one. We've gained nothing, but for whatever reason, that one was particularly challenging, especially when we had to deal with two other ones. So that's going to wrap us up from here. We'll maybe take a look at some of these other places here down the road, mainly the biomass synthesis building or facility, excuse me. We need to take a look at that one, but that's going to be a mission for another day. Maybe we'll approach that in our next go around. We'll see. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.